Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in. Going to mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer.
Now, Vic. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Right back to Kelsey again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Throwing now, Vic. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Vic going to look to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces
into space. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Gotta be lying. Trap 50, trap 50.
Here's Vic. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 44 now. Here's second and 4. To throw, here's Vic. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Got him in. It's Kelsey. Complete. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
70 Rangers. Let's go. Ready.
To throw is Vic. Moving to his right. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Warrior 70.
Throwing is Vic. Open man downfield, it's Kelsey. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this.
Got it. Ready? Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Step. Ready, right?
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the double.
To the air. It's Vic. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
18, Rodgers. 18. Here we go. Here we go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Minnesota.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. Third down coming up.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
A pass taken in by Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Minnesota. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
We'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. 19 tight. 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7.
Vic gonna throw to start this drive. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they're gonna move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Go! Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
Hill brought in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They get 22 yards there. First down, Cowboys.
Warriors 70. Come on. Set. Cougar.
They'll look to throw. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 3rd down, it's Vic. On the move left.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? How fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
Throwing now from the gun. And this will pay off. It is caught. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dallas.
Great job here on 4th and goal. The most difficult play to defend, Mike, is scramble pass in the red zone. There's teams out there that create these exact opportunities because of the stress it puts on coverage. That's why it's so critical for these defenses to keep the quarterback in the pocket, because when you don't, it is so hard to latch onto these receivers for that amount of time.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll begin with a throw by Vic. Flush to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 35 yards.
42-yard line.
On the jump.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. It's made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight.
First down.
Good time to do it. It's a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Vikings.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
On the run to the right. And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Nineteen tight. 19. Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. To the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Ready.
On the handoff, Johnson is running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and He's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a designed run. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Taylor May is up to make the tackle. A gain of 4.
Okay, ready?
And it's 3rd
Cut 19, cut 19.
Back to throw. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down, Dallas.
Now, Vic. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Cowboy first
A
down.
big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, right?
On play action, it's Vic. Moving left. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready?
Throwing now, Vic. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Quarterback sacked.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here we go. Here we go. 18. Let's go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
I
line.
love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Ready up.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, here's Vic. Thrown left side, the catch is made. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
We'll swing this out to Johnson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
19.
On the ground, it's Johnson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Ready, break. Dragon 60.
They'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He's still on his feet, and he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 38 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Here is 1st and goal.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Ready.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Check smash. Check smash. Let's go.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Michael.
The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Down. Cup 19. Cup Panthers.
To the air, it's Vic. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Off the play fake. Here's Vic. Moving to his left. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. That's a timeout. for Dallas. It's their second. We'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Here's a big one. This third down.
Let's go. Mustang 19. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, right?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Working across the field, there goes Hill. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
But it brings up.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Vic gonna look to throw. That's taken in. And this is not gonna do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory.
And it all came down to